So how big of a role are Canadians playing in our local market rebound? It's been a question that a lot of people ask me. I went to a conference recently and met a lot of real estate brokers from Canada and was surprised at how many of them are planning trips to Florida and the Tampa Bay area, how many of them are referring clients here. And through the statistics, recent studies showed that almost 10% of the sales in the Tampa, St. Petersburg market and almost 17% of the sales in Sarasota, Bradenton, and Venice are Canadians buying property, and certainly something that is playing into our market and the technology behind video marketing and the different things you do to present a property for sale or making sure to target it to that audience. But I find it interesting about why, and again, I think prices are half of what they are in Canada, and the Canadian dollar is trading nearly 10% above fair value versus the U.S. dollar. So, give some snowbird shoppers in Canada looking for vacation property in the Tampa Bay or the Florida area more buying power. So Canada has been a huge force in our market, as well as Europe and some other parts of the country or other parts of the world. But certainly the international clientele has made a large impact on the Florida real estate market, and you don't see that in other parts of the country. I talk to top real estate brokers from around the country at different conferences we go to about every month. And interestingly, when I speak to them about Canada, a lot of them just, kind of shrug their shoulders and say it's not happening here. So it's really a unique thing to some of the, sunshine areas, some of the vacation destinations. You see it a little bit in the Carolinas, but a lot in Florida, a good bit in California as well. So developers have taken notice of that. Developers have started to tweak their designs to lure foreign buyers. Foreign buyers are coming to the U.S. to snag luxury second homes, and developers are increasingly catering to them by tweaking the design of their properties. So, new buildings and residences now have kitchens outfitted with work burners to attract Asian buyers. They're doing a lot of different things to attract European and Canadian buyers. One of the things that we found is, Canadians, for example, love the water and the beach, but some of them only hear about our hurricane season when it's when there's a storm. The news in Canada doesn't play every day, oh, it's sunny and beautiful in Florida today. So they have a misconception about how bad the hurricanes are here. So they're a little conscious or afraid of being close to the water, so maybe they want to be a little bit more inland. In 2012, international buyers purchased $82.5 billion in residential real estate in the U.S., an increase of more than 50% from 2010. So, what's more, international buyers spend about double the amount a typical American home buyer spends. So if our average sale price in Tampa Bay is $175,000 to $200,000, you're generally seeing an international purchaser, between $350,000 and $400,000 is the average price. A twin tower in Miami is showing international models of their apartments, hoping to lift sales or decorating them and using decor, as well as staging that represents, countries like Venezuela, Brazil, Spain, and Colombia. So it's really about the nuance, and again, developers and builders are starting to take notice of this and tweaking their models to attract and lure the foreign buyers.